The countdown is on to the Champions League finals match taking place this weekend, Saturday, June 6th. Throughout the week, we have broken down our coverage featuring specific videos on the outrights or winners market, specials or prop bets and total goals. But today we're going to bring you the full preview of Juventus versus Barcelona with new guest Dean Goddard, PR representative for the olbg.com community. Dean, great to have you on the show today.
Hi, Natalie.
Now let's get straight to it and talk about who we think is going to win the title. Who's it going to be, Dean?
Well, this might sound a bit predictable, but our members can't see any other result than a Barcelona victory in the 90 minutes. They've simply got too much firepower for Juventus to cope with. I mean, some of the members have said, you know, if you were picking a world 11, you wouldn't be far off having Barcelona's front three in your side. Also, when trying to compare the two teams, it's interesting that Juventus failed to beat Atletico Madrid in either of their group matches, yet Barcelona did the double over them quite comfortably in La Liga, and they finished 16 points ahead of them as well. Barcelona aren't bomb-proof at the back, you know, and Juventus have got the likes of Tevez and Morata up front, so they could easily maybe sneak on the score sheet. But our members are fully confident that a consolation goal is all that Juventus will get out of this game, and it's a full Barcelona all the way.
Yeah. Do you think Juventus' defence will make it difficult for Barcelona?
Definitely early on. There's been talk that Juventus are going to come out and attack, and you know, but this Juventus side is a bit more like the traditional Italian sides of the past. They're quite solid at the back. I think they'll sit quite deep early on, try and hit Barcelona on the break. So Barcelona will have to be patient, pass the ball about, which they do so well. Once that first goal comes, and it will come, Juventus will have to come out a bit more then and leave themselves exposed at the back, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, like looking at the outright market here, Barcelona 1.62 William Hill. I think that's not a bad price for a team like Barcelona. You got the draw 4.1 there, 888 Sport, and Juventus is 6.2. Also 888 Sport. Would you say Barca's price is enough for you to play their win as a straight bet?
Yeah, I think it's quite reasonable, really. 1.62. I mean, pretty much 80%. I mean, I'm just looking at the app now that I've got in front of me. We're looking at over 80% of our members fancying them during the 90 minutes. I mean, so really, when you think 1.62, that's not a bad price at all. You know, so I think that's quite a solid bet to put up. Maybe not what everyone wants to hear because it's the favourite, you know, but a winner's a winner, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Would you push it to Barcelona half-time, full-time, 2.4 William Hill?
No, because Barcelona, as we say, they do like to play the passing, possession football, and I would imagine Juve will sit quite deep early on. So it's one of those couldn't be, you know, it's not enough to force a bet at 2.4 when you can get 1.62 from just to win. So we wouldn't particularly want to be going down that route. It's a no bet, that one for us, I think.
Yeah. Would you be more tempted to then play, say, draw and then the Barcelona win? Is that the sort of direction you'd go for that one?
That's quite possible. I think one of the interesting bets could be, because we're definitely thinking that Juve can score. That's what both teams to score, and is around, I think it's 1.95. I think something like that. Yeah. That's not a bad price. If you think that Juventus are about 1.62 to score during the match, so 1.95 for them both, I mean, Barcelona are not going to fail to score. So, you know, 1.95 for both teams to score, and also 8 of the last 10 finals, both teams have scored. So I would be erring towards that, and around 75% of our members also think the same. Both teams to score, 1.95. But Barcelona will win.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now Juventus have said that they do want to get something out of this match, even if it is a goal. And I quite like the combination bet here, Barcelona and both teams to score. Combine that up, the odds are 3.9, 888 Sport. What do you think of that bet? Yeah,
that's quite generous, actually, 3.9 on that, because as we've alluded to, Barcelona, they score goals for fun. I mean, we've looked earlier on, a couple of our members have posted that Barcelona's goals in the Champions, especially when Messi, Suarez and Neymar start, I mean, that's vital. Yeah. But when they start, they've played 8 games in the Champions League and scored 18 goals. That's an average of 2.25 a game. You know you're going to get the goals from Barcelona. We've already said that we fancy them. So you really, that 3.9, you're just wanting Juventus to score. I think that's quite good value that you've pointed out there, Natalie, definitely.
And listen, on the subject of goals here, over or under 2.5 goals, what are we going to see in the match here?
Well, we've got a couple of correct scores that are proving so popular, and both of those would be the over 2.5. So over 2.5, yes. I'm not sure what odds did you say that was for over 2.5? Is it
I've got the over 1.95 and the under 1.91 William Hill, so very close.
Yeah, I think it will go over. We think it will go over, but there's probably better value. I mean, what was we saying? Both teams to score was 1.95.
That's right.
Similar to over 2.5. So both comparable, but I'll say there's a couple of correct scores at much bigger prices that our members are totally going for. 2-1 and 3-1 Barcelona are proving so popular.
Yeah.
They seem to be the only 2 scores that anyone seems interested in, and I think you can get around 9 and 15 respectively for those. So I would suggest that if you're looking for a little bit more value and you don't want the short price 1.62, then the 9 and 15 for 2-1, 3-1, they look outstanding bets.
Yeah. Well, what is the top tips here, the bets that you've got from your members at olvg.com?
Well, I would say, but the 1.62 for Barcelona just to win, it's quite predictable, yeah, but you know, a winner's better than a loser, whatever the odds, isn't it? That's the short price one that everyone's going for. Barcelona, they will win. As a side of that, there is Barcelona to score over 1.5 goals. That's very interesting. I think that's around 1.73. That's a good bet. As I said, that they average 2.25 a game when those front 3 start. So we're looking at Barcelona 1.62, Barcelona to score 2 goals or more 1.73, and then if you're looking for a bit of a bigger price to put your feet up and have a bit of fun with, then we're looking at 2-1, 3-1 Barcelona. And also 4 of the last 10 finals have ended with one of those scores, 2-1 or 3-1. So that would be the value from the OLVG perspective.
All right, fantastic. And that wraps up our full preview of the Champions League final, Juventus versus Barcelona. Dean, thank you for joining us today.